Hello and welcome to KLM Institute.
A major development is making headlines in global politics and international trade. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has reportedly given his support to a powerful new sanctions bill that could bring huge changes in how countries like India and China trade with the United States. This proposed legislation aims to impose a massive 500% tariff on imports from any country that continues to buy oil and energy products from Russia. U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham, who is leading this bill, recently spoke to ABC News. He explained that countries purchasing Russian oil, and not helping Ukraine, could face steep tariffs on goods they export to the United States. According to him, this move is designed to economically pressure Russian President Vladimir Putin and force him to the negotiating table over the war in Ukraine. Graham emphasized that Trump personally encouraged him to push this bill forward, calling it a big breakthrough in efforts to deal with the Russia-Ukraine conflict. India and China are the two largest buyers of Russian fossil fuels. In fact, recent reports from the Center for Research on Energy and Clean Air show that India purchased about €4.2 billion worth of fossil fuels from Russia in May 2025 alone. A staggering 72% of that was crude oil. After Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022, India's dependence on Russian oil skyrocketed, from under 1% of total imports to over 40% in just a short span of time. Now, with this proposed U.S. sanctions bill, the spotlight is once again on India's oil trade policies. If the bill becomes law, it could impose a 500% tariff on Indian goods entering the U.S. market, a move that could seriously impact trade relations between the two countries. Reacting to the situation, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that India is fully aware of the potential implications of this bill. He confirmed that India is already in discussions with Senator Lindsey Graham and other American lawmakers. India's concerns regarding energy security and national interest have been clearly communicated to Washington. Jaishankar added, "We'll cross that bridge when we come to it." He emphasized that while India is closely watching the developments in the U.S. Congress, any response will depend on whether the bill actually becomes actionable. The bill currently has over 80 co-sponsors in the U.S. Senate, showing strong bipartisan support. However, even if it passes, Trump, or any sitting U.S. president, will still have the power to decide whether to enforce it or not. This means that much still depends on the political climate in Washington. Meanwhile, Jaishankar also addressed broader security issues, especially in the Asia-Pacific region. He pointed to rising tensions in the South China Sea, an area of great importance to India and its Quad partners, the US, Japan, and Australia. The Quad nations released a strong joint statement opposing any attempts to change the status quo by force. They called out provocative actions, such as interference with maritime activity and dangerous military maneuvers, especially by Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels. All of this points to a rapidly shifting global landscape, one where energy trade, strategic alliances, and diplomatic relations are more tightly connected than ever before. With countries like India balancing energy needs with international pressure, the coming weeks and months will be crucial. Will the U.S. Congress pass this bill? Will India be forced to shift its oil buying strategy? And what impact will this have on global trade and diplomacy? Stay tuned for all the latest updates right here at KLM Institute. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an important update. Thank you for watching.